moment that recently to be press conference by Professor Frederick Goldman, certainly the most controversial winner ever of the Nobel Prize for Medicine.
The man himself is about to speak, and a worldwide television audience of millions can judge for themselves. Saint or sinner, the kindly doctor who just loves publicity, or the evil genius for whom publicity means just one thing: awkward questions.
He's brought happiness to thousands of would-be parents, but the rumours persist. Would you put your trust in this man? Would you put your sperm or your egg in his test tube? You join us at a fateful moment. He brought happiness to thousands, but worried millions more.
The man himself is about to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, this morning an announcement from Sweden got some of you rather excited. My laboratory has been besieged by reporters seeking my reaction to this great honor, the Nobel Prize. Well, here I stand, humble and brave. And to all of you watching, I have a message. Remember today. Remember that today the future came that bit closer.
You think to feel bad about things we don't understand. We look to the future, but it's not what we planned. You think to feel bad about new demons at the door. Can't help but be wary knowing what's gone before. You things to feel bad about, new things to be glad about, new things to feel bad about, too much to be sad about.
Congratulations, your achievement speaking for himself. I have here sworn statements from ex-colleagues of yours who allege a string of illegal and immoral experiments, cruelty to animals on a massive scale, tampering with life and reality.
Trust you to be wrong, trust me to be good. My life is my work, and my work's misunderstood. Can't you understand? Stand still and you're dead. Life looks pretty grim when you're not looking ahead. Old days were the golden days, I say they were bad. Why look to the bad old days? There's fun to be had tomorrow.
You things to feel bad about, we've got to look ahead. Get by with the living or relax with the dead.
We're searching for novelty in everything we do. Just got to experience the shock of the new.
You things to feel bad about,
New things to be sad about.
you things to feel bad about.
New swings on the roundabout.
This is what my work is about, ladies and gentlemen. Human happiness. I want to introduce you to two miraculous people, Michael and Elizabeth. Ask them if I'm a monster. Ask their parents who came to see me 19 years ago, thinking they could never have children.
Hello, I am Michael Wallace. I have a thrilling much to say. Thank you very much, Professor, from a grateful protege. Once I was a test tube baby.
Now you are a fine young man. Thank you, Mr. Michael Wallace. He's my biggest fan. Next to him, Elizabeth, there's no mistaking what I've done here. I have made a great creation. Isn't she the special one?
Thank you very much, Professor. I've got such a lot to say.
Come and get yourselves a story a mile away.
Can't you see we want a good story? Can't you tell us something new? A monster of the neighborhood story. You are related if it's true. Can't you see we need a scare story? A man is on the loose.
We struck me to the chest. We might be switching on the juice.
Who's changing the rules?
Breaking the law.
Man of the year, 1984.
Drink is the ball. Drop in this wall. Drink in the wall. Breaking the law.
You things to feel bad about things we don't understand. We look to the future, but it's not what we planned. You things to feel bad about, we've got to look ahead. Get by with the living or relax with the dead. You things to feel bad about, you things to be glad about, you things to feel bad about, you things to be sad about. What's driving you mad about? You things to feel bad about. We just let the secret out, we cannot get by without new things to feel bad about.
You want a story? Hello, world! Are you hungry for something new? Well, there's your story. Professor No, there they stand, the results of my greatest ever experiment. What does he mean? Listen to their story, ladies and gentlemen. Stop it, you fool! 19 years ago, their eyes were not filled with such hatred for me and my work. Ungrateful little pigs.
"19 years ago, each of us was so very desperate for a child. We went to him knowing he was the best, and we looked up to him as though he were a...
We were in the most exclusive infertility clinic in the world. It seemed sort of...
sterile.
We all sat around, talking about nothing at all, pretending not to be nervous.
This all seems terribly expensive, Anne. Veronica, you're my best friend and we're in the same boat. Charles and I can afford to help you. We're in this together. Well, Harry and I are just so grateful. Aren't we, Harry?
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Everyone's happy then.
And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It's not that important.
Hell no. It's not as if our lives were going nowhere.
Never say our lives were going nowhere.
The man we're gonna see may have the answer.
Perhaps there isn't meant to be an answer.
Waiting,
Hoping,
crying,
needing,
waiting,
hoping,
crying.
needing.
Here in the garden of Eden, sing my creations, your wonderful song. You are mine, you are my beautiful monsters, and the hideous things. Here are the answers to some of my questions. Always more questions to tantalize me. One day soon, I will make more than just monsters. Any day now soon. Tomorrow, I will make history. Sing to me. Dr. Williams. Come in. Come in. Welcome to my laboratory, Alex.
Thank you very much, Professor. It's a great honor to be allowed inside the inner sanctum.
It is an honor and a privilege for us both to be here. For it is here that the future is being made.
Oh, so that's what you've been doing.
You may joke, Dr. Williams.
I'm sorry. It's just that those of us who work in the clinic are bound to wonder what you've been up to. Working deep into the night, all alone behind closed doors.
What do you think I've been doing?
I don't know. Curing the common cold, mixing the perfect cocktail.
Gosh. Do they disgust you, Dr. Williams? Do you find them repulsive?
No. Fascinating. But they are.
You must know my aim has been to solve the most intractable problems of human infertility. To give the most hopeless cases, the most desperate couples, a chance to start a family. But you know, and I feel like I've made progress.
Oh, you certainly have. You run the most advanced clinic in the world. That's why I joined.
Well, now that I've done that, I need more. I need to know more.
More about what?
Life itself.
And these creatures, what about them, these strange mixture of species?
My search for the perfect content.
If you like. What are they?
They are brief insights, partial answers, blind alleys I stumble into. They are horrible, but we're all made of the same matter. It's just that some of us are mixed up and some of us aren't. Are you mixed up? Are you loose?
How do you mean?
Are you a mass of human contradictions? Are you faint-hearted, or are you single-minded, determined? Are you serious?
I'm a scientist. A very good one, I've been told.
So am I. Dr. Alex Williams. One of the most brilliant young scientists in the country. On the surface, you're exactly what I'm looking for. But what are you made of, Dr. Williams? What are you made of? Scratch the surface of anything under the sun, and the atoms are there to be found. Atoms, molecules, there's a feeling I get when they fall into place. I have a feeling, you know what I mean. Yes. Finding and understanding the secrets of nature. There are things that I must explore before I can tell you more. I must ask you, would you like to help me with my work?
Yes, I would.
Well, then we must get started. There's lots to be done, and we're not on this earth for long. I will soon recreate the creation of life, for I feel I know where it went wrong. An experiment we must try, an incredible leap ahead. Revolutionary, they will try the traditional ways that is my greatest experiment yet, and I'm sharing it with you. Here's what we're going to do. Stop gene animal egg, stir up gene animal egg, egg grows up animal clever, gene one makes animal clever, love's happy but a clever animal, wow! Gene 2, animal egg, gene 2, animal egg, gene 2 in animal egg, you put gene 2 in animal egg. Mix up gene animal egg, stir up gene animal egg, egg grows up animal happy, gene 2 makes animal happy, love's clever but a happy animal.
There is no better time than the present to start making tomorrow today. When you're both of us make up the future, and the future is with us to stay. It's a future of infinite happiness, and we haven't got long as you say. So why don't we get started? Shall we play on the road now?
The atoms around us will fall into place, and the answers will come into view. And my guinea pigs, they will be happy or clever, and we will decide what they do.
If an animal has gene 1,
and incredibly high IQ.
if an animal has gene 2,
It will happily do what we want it to do, because I'll be the savior of perfect behavior. It's all DNA, we are men of the future. We're deciding, me and you, what an animal can and can't.
we're deciding, and what a game we can and can't.
We're deciding, me and you, what a monkey can and can't.
We're deciding, and
What a human, what a human can and can't.
It's wrong, it's illegal.
It's the next big step. That's why I need your help. We can and we will. I have the perfect human guinea pigs waiting for me now. Where is it? Go on.
Nicky!
Is that Mrs. Wallace? And Mr. and Mrs. Van. We've been analysing the results of your tests.
Yes.
You've been to see other doctors without success.
It feels like hundreds.
And they all said there was no hope.
I'm not surprised. Bid everywhere, but I'll never choose, still no choose. I think we can help you.
You mean?
I mean that in 9 months' time, I see no reason why you should not be celebrating the birth of 2 marvelous children.
It's brilliant! You don't know what this means to us, Professor. Isn't that right, love?
Oh, it'll be lovely if it works out.
Yeah, I must ask your permission now for regular access to the children throughout their childhood.
Of course. It's a little early to get protective about them.
What for, Professor?
Some routine tests to see how they're growing up.
That's great! Now we've got the world's greatest doctor looking after our kids.
Professor, Dr. Williams, you should all meet Dr. Alex Williams, my senior assistant. No doubt he'll be taking a keen interest in you and your families from now on. You wanted to say something, Dr. Williams?
I hope everything goes well. Really well.
No, I'm sure it doesn't. Alex, what's wrong?
Wrong? Oh, this is
Oh, good. They are special children, aren't they, Alex? There's no one but the professor could have done this, is there?
Only he could have done this. And only you.
Come over here, Veronica, and take control of your husband. He's already trying to make plans for your son and my daughter.
Oh, Harry!
Well, it's not impossible. Nothing's impossible these days.
Now, we must go to the professor. Professor! Dr. Williams, where are the children?
Are we getting a little broody, Alex? The nurse is taking some blood samples, that's all. There are no visible behavioural differences as yet, but early days.
Do you care for these children, Professor?
What a question. Of course I care. They're the two most important bits of biology in the world. Though, of course, there'll soon be more. More? Of course. We must repeat the experiment, try new ones, until we understand everything about why we do what we do.
That's the aim. Understand our feelings, our thoughts, our emotions.
Well, that and the Nobel Prize, a formality, I should think, but one I usually deserve.
These are people you're dealing with. They're real people with real lives.
Don't get sentimental, Alex.
And what goes on in this laboratory? A lot of secret illegal things that would shock a lot of people if they were to find out.
We're in this together, right to the end. Don't forget that.
No. This stuff is here. This stuff is right here for good. This goes the further. It's already gone much further than it should. Other things we could do, other things we could do without. There's no doubt in my mind. In your mind is the roof for doubt. But you can't stop me now. I can and I will. The world will find out about this. Throw away the key. You act like this. Then the world will draw. It's a world no one wants to see. You're a Judas. I know the one I betrayed me. And that's why this stops here. And this stops here. You're just.
And the adoring parents, do they wish I'd never done this?
They are very grateful to you. God knows if they should be.
I should never have involved you in this.
I should never have let it happen. I was blinded by your genius.
First blackmail, now flattery. Where will you go?
I'll stay right here and work with you, closely with you.
Looking over my shoulder?
Management talents could do so much good. I could still help.
How could I possibly work with you now? A proposition. Let's watch these children go out and see if it works. Only you and I will know, but at least we'll know. Leave me with that. Destroy everything else.
Just you and me.
No one else will know. I will never publish the results.
And no more experiments.
No more experiments. A promise.
What have we done to them? Very well. We'll watch them grow up. A sordid little bargain to put an end to this sinister affair.
Now leave me. Go. You're the sinister one. You're the one whose mind is ugly and twisted. Science is beautiful. My work is beautiful. Do you hear me? Beautiful. But since it's Hamlet without the prince,
Not said, a body without a head. Not fair, a meeting without a chair.
He's late, he's not late.
We must be early.
Gentlemen,
other things were part of me. I get proportions right up here, cause I'm a man from the government. Government man. I'm a man from the government. Government man. A public servant to serve you all my days. To say I'm watching over you is such a reassuring phrase. To let you know each one of you is part of some great plan. You will look to the sky for where finds your government man. Consider this meeting open. Agenda item 1, the future of what we're doing about it. Today's the day that teddy bears eat the big wheel. Who am I seeing first? That's a very good Conway. The TV doctor?
Yes, it's a really engineer.
How long has he been on the payroll?
Too long.
How much have we paid him?
Too much.
What has he done for us?
Too little.
Well, we can't have that, can we? Tomorrow's world is my career. Career into a new frontier. I know not why, I know no fear. I just know that the love starts here with a man from the government. Government man. I'm a man from the government. Government man. Put your hands together like praying to the Lord. Oh, together, together, together. Oh yeah! It's time to show some leadership. Show we give a damn. All of my sons are men and there's Superman and who I am. Government man. Who am I? Government man. I can't hear you. Oh, I'm here and I'm now. I'm going out the door. I'm a Professor, my dear fellow, thank you so much for coming.
I had no choice. One of your gorillas as good as dragged me here.
I know how difficult it is to punish you from your work, so don't be too hard on the poor chap. We're all public servants, you know. And today is such a beautiful day. And here we stand with our ministry beneath us, our matron above us, and the public whom we serve scattered around below us like so many ants. 1,000 feet in the sky. And why are we standing here? Fresh air blows the cobwebs away. Stock taking stock. Progress reports on our favorite people we're paying money to. We're paying money to you, Professor Foxovich. Progress report begin.
Well, as you know, my work is rather complicated.
Everything in all things, not much time, lots of filing to do. Oh, the paperwork. Convince me you're worth the money. Begin. Please.
I can make lots of identical animals. All very happy, but not very bright. And all programmed to do exactly what I want them to do.
You can make lots of identical animals, not very bright, but all very happy. And all of them programmed to do what you want them to do.
The initial results are very encouraging.
Useful.
That's not all. I can make lots of unusual animals, brilliant creatures, animal Einsteins, manic depressives. They won't do a thing I tell them.
You've made lots of unusual animals.
Animal Einsteins,
Manic depressive.
brilliant creatures.
You won't do a thing that you tell them. When will this work of yours be finished?
It'll take several years to analyze the results from so many different species.
Wrong answer. Who wants animals? Might as well be vegetables.
You trivialize my work.
And you waste my time! If a job's worth doing, do it now, quickly for me. Look down there.
The world is crawling with the wrong kind of people. You're not interested. Imagine thousands and thousands of tireless workers who never complain. Or hundreds of specially made, brilliant scientists working through the night on the most secret of government projects. Just think what a force for good your work could be.
Scientist, not a politician.
You, Professor Godwin, are a self-seeking hypocrite who makes cute little test tube babies to come up with the most disgusting experiments I've ever heard of.
I don't have to stand here and listen to this. Just... No!
Look around you, Professor. What do you see? Turmoil, confusion. We need some order in this chaos. Order that your work could bring. Bow down and obey me, and all this will be yours. Now, where did that? Must have been a memo. No, the paperwork.
You can't kill me. I'm the only man alive who could possibly help you.
Admirable riposte in a tricky situation. Big nothing. You know, I think we're going to get along just fine. We'll continue to pay the bills and you'll get rich. Oh, so famous, just the way you wanted. Mr. Purist Scientist. But there's your face all over the papers and over the pavement, don't you? I need more time. I realize Rome wasn't built in a day. Go away and build me some people. Some people I can work with. It may take you years, but the moment the miracle is performed, call me. I want to know. I'll drop whatever I'm doing. Oh, I knew today was going to be a special day. A beautiful day. Remember, Professor, it's a promise. The minute they arrive, I want their names.
My mother's is the aesthetic side of the family. She takes on it beautifully.
You better go easy on the drink, Alex. The party's just begun.
I said, come on, be happy. That you wouldn't be here.
Here, Alex, what happened to the professor?
Oh, he must have been held up somewhere.
Well, never mind. We got the brains of the operation here, right, Alex?
Don't embarrass me, that's all he is.
Well, bottoms up, everybody. For a horrible, mewling, puking influence. To Michael and Elizabeth. Yeah. Michael and Elizabeth!
And, Veronica, did I talk to you?
You all right? You're sweating slightly.
Something I really must tell you. Keep going on.
Or perhaps you've drunk a little more than you're used to.
Mrs. Landry.
And, look at here. Alex wants to tell us something. What is it?
Could be happier, somebody spending time with me there. You're happy, yep, but never happy and shall be here. But if we all find you some other time. Ah! Good God! What's wrong?
Alex has spilled his drink all down the dress. You're so clumsy, Alex.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, Alex, no need to be sorry. There's one thing she's got plenty of, it's stresses. Oh, Anne, now you go and wake the babies up. There you go.
So we give birth to monsters. Alex, how could you?
They're not monsters, they're not. If it works, they could just be different.
My Michael is a quiet, nothing of a baby. Isn't he under control? I noticed him for a while, glaring at me once, and Michael just lies there smiling.
No, he might be that way.
I wish we never said either. Even Professor, you ruined everything.
No.
Whatever your reasons, and I trust they were good ones, you've turned all our world upside down. We've changed like the seasons, from cold icy days to a springtime with rainfall, a new life is made for us. Now that you've told what you've done, I grow cold. It's worse than before. Suddenly, it's winter once more.
Winter once more, so should I have told you it weren't in the sun very long. Winter once more, and I can't put things right, 'cause I spend all my time doing wrong. Right.
Whatever your reasons, and I trust they were good ones, you've driven my winter away. My Michael is Michael. Whatever you made him, we made him. I'd rather be here and now, here and near, than be one lonely person who I can recall lived deep in midwinter and came to believe that there never would be springtime at all. Isn't killed, Charles? Charles will never know. Neither will Harry and neither will the children.
We can't not him.
We will not because we dare not.
No one knows what the end of this. It will stay that way.
It's so hard. We'll help each other. Let's promise we'll help each other in the years ahead. Oh, Harry and Charles, those children of ours, those
Children of theirs will never, ever know.
No one will ever know.
She's supposed to do that. It's a great big adventure of dare and woe. He's supposed to do that. Do you think he's behaving the way he should?
Is she supposed to do that? Is she supposed to be like that? In the great big adventure of parenthood, you must learn that the status goes on. Baby comes first in the scheme of things, second, third, and fourth, and so on.
Never get time to be husbands now.
Sometimes forget that we're wives. Always remember the
Father.
We love the happiest days of our lives.
At 6 months old, she's good as gold, except when she's away. Screaming, he's 1 year old, he's 1 year old, but shouldn't we think more like this? What do you mean? Well, Elizabeth's walking, getting to be
Oh, Harry, what's so for the girl?
Well, I suppose I'm a living proof for that. She's a prodigy, a genius, even though she's only 3. Yes, she gets a brains from both of us, though perhaps especially me.
Charles, he's so stupid.
It was just a thought. Besides, we know where she gets her
She
BS.
is not dead, she is highly strong.
Okay, okay.
If I be bold, then what he told, and never misbehaves at all. He's not in school, and he's no fool, but equally he is no Elizabeth. But I love him so.
Well, I love him too, but do you really have to be hugging him and kissing him the whole time?
Michael has a very loving nature.
Yeah, but he's a little man now. We're going to turn him into something he shouldn't be.
Do you want a son or a dance
if I'm scared of Elizabeth. She's out of control. No more homework. Watch TV. Hey, what he needs is a little sister. We will be ever so happy then. We give the word to the great professor. He's done it before, he can do it again.
No, we're happy just the way we are.
I don't understand. Let's have another baby.
Oh, that's right. That's like it's from some.
How come I'm always in the wrong? It seems I can do no right as far as that kid's concerned. She never takes any notice of me anyway. There's something strange. It's so much to this. It's really particular.
Don't be angry. Make me happy. Just the three of us. We decide, me and you. Just one life. And that's all. We decide, me and you.
Is she supposed to do that? An intriguing response for a 12-year-old girl. Her mental agility is quite amazing. Shouldn't he be doing something? One would have thought so. No matter how disagreeable the stimulus, he never seems to complain. Poor kid. He's too nice for his own good. No value judgments. Fascinating, art.
Ah, Professor, has she helped you win the Nobel Prize yet?
Is she supposed to? Is she supposed to? Are they supposed to?
Is she supposed to look like that? The child's wearing makeup.
Teenage child, you're anxious. Oh, if you're supposed to do that, how you talk about looking for?
Oh, I never did that.
Oh, never.
Well, I'll never.
Is she really the boss? One of the team, making us laugh, making us scream. 14 years old, acting movie and me. Turning up brain and turning 15. Somebody sent her 16 roses. She's working hard to what she knows is what he knows is what he knows is. They are no longer children. Are they supposed to grow so far? It's a great big adventure of parenthood. We have come to the end of the line. All of the worries behind us now, and the kids they're doing just right. We'll concentrate on our husbands now.
We'll spend more time with our wives.
One thing that all of us are agreed. They were the happiest days of our lives. They were the happiest days of our lives. They were the happiest days of our lives.
Come on, Michael and Elizabeth. We are 18 years old now, young adults with all our lives ahead of us and everything to look forward to. Yes, I'd just like to thank everyone for giving me such a marvellous start in life. And with special thanks, of course, to my mother and father, the most wonderful parents anyone could wish for. I'm sure Elizabeth agrees with everything I've said, except perhaps the last bit.
No, my mother says you're quite right. Some kids like you are blessed with the most divine Ma and Pa. Others like me have to make do with what they're given. I talk to them, I plead with them, but the sad fact is, they're out of control. Slow down, I can't keep up. Each drink a bit merry, for tomorrow will be even older. Enjoy.
Chase, it seems hardly 5 minutes since we were standing here talking at the kids' christening, eh? Doesn't it?
Michael, come here. Your tie's all cookies.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
Elizabeth has run out of champagne. Could you get something from the kitchen?
Oh, what did I sweep the chimney while I'm at it?
Oh, don't worry, Anne, I'll get it.
Be careful, madam.
Look, all I'm saying is if Alex is here, why couldn't we invite the professor?
He'd be too busy.
Oh, come on, Pete, he sees the kids every couple of months for his tests. He can't get enough of them. He loves them.
Oh, people can't relax when he's around. He's too famous. Michael, give your father another drink.
Am I feeling okay?
Yeah. Enjoying yourself, son.
Having a great time, Dad. Good. You know, it can't be long before you leave school and head out into the big wide world.
71 days, 18 minutes, 23 seconds.
When I was your age, anything seemed possible.
You were my age.
Quite a girl. She's a mathematical genius. Sometimes frightens me. More often she does. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you, Pocket Chairs. Brilliant. Super,
Well, I'm glad that's over. Happy hour at the mortuary.
I thought it was such a lovely party.
What shall we do now?
Well, why don't we go to Joe's?
Why is the public library closed?
I like Joe's. It feels good. It's old-fashioned and real.
Okay, you convinced me. Why do I hang around with you, fathead?
I don't know. Why do you?
Sorry we're closed.
Well, no, you look as busy as you ever get.
It's a special occasion, Joe.
Champagne, champagne.
Oh, aye, what's so special?
It's our birthday.
Today? Then you can handle a small beer, but no fighting, swearing or spitting.
Do I look like I've misbehaved?
I'll go and get drinks. Is this a birth?
Well, people more accurate than you. You've been doing business these last few years. Sitting in that corner, sipping coffee, doing your homework, hanging out with young people. Doing your homework even.
Well, some of us have to study, you know. We're not all naturally brilliant.
But it's so deadly in here, it needs music, excitement.
But Joe would never do those things. No, I like it just the way it is. We were just talking about you, Joe.
It's just one of those crazy nights. We'll do anything.
Oh, aye.
You'll never let me down, will you, Joe?
Look, I don't know what you two kids are talking about, but happy birthday, and that one's on the house.
Oh, you're a pal, Joe. Thank you.
All right.
Why are you so nice?
I'm not nice. I just say what I feel. I like it here. I like Joe. And I like you.
Oh, so now you're an animal.
No. Well, I mean, I'm very happy to be here. Well, aren't you happy?
Well, I'm happy now. But tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. There's got to be more.
So what's wrong with staying here and living happily ever after?
I have no wish to stay here. What have we got for us here? I want a brilliant career. Be the best, have no fear, show the rest. I'm special.
Oh, but you are special. I mean, we're both incredibly special. And we're here alone in these marvellous surroundings. And it's almost like we're living in a movie. It's with big stars.
No, for if this were a movie, every boy, every girl would be even more perfect than we see. And we share just one evening of unbridled romance. Then I'd cry no more if it all been a dream. I'd imagine all I dreamed about. We were good ideas, lived fleshing out. It was just too perfect to be true. I have simply
a magic between us that is hard to explain. There are secrets I'll never understand. All I know is I'm nowhere till you bring me to life with the touch of your hand. If you don't love me, know what I'll do. I am only half alive when you're not with me. I suppose that I'll have to wait for you. There's a voyage of discovery ahead. But I know that tomorrow you will make up your mind. That you've got to listen to your heart saying, trust in what you are feeling. I feel good when I'm
Nowhere is it written down, but it says, whosoever stands on this bridge and gazes mournfully into the depths below will find eternal happiness, one way or another. Quite a legend for a dirty stream next to a fast food restaurant.
But tonight, nothing is impossible. Tomorrow, everything is possible. We'll be so happy. And it's good to know that we can always come back to this magic bridge and remember tonight.
Michael, why is the professor so interested in us?
You know why? We're helping him with his research. I suppose in a way we're helping other people too.
But why all the tests? Every few months since we've been tiny, we've been prodded and poked. I come out of that clinic and my mind's completely blown. I mean, I know he's a genius and I'm grateful, you know, I'm just curious. You know, he's got a secret laboratory.
What? How did you know that?
But one of the doctors at the clinic has a crush on me and tells me things. Only the professor and Dr. Williams are allowed in there.
Well, what are they doing there?
Who knows? But you know what? We could walk right in there.
Don't tell me. The security guard has a crush on you.
Yeah, the lock on the door is a combination I could
And
use.
you have a head for figures. Well, what would we do there?
Find out some more information about ourselves. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. We are almost family.
The professor is always...
Nobody's on TV tonight, and Dr. Williams is bound to be with him.
Okay. Let's go.
Michael, there's hope for you yet. Oh, happy birthday, fathead.
Happy birthday, Mel.
Well, that's a lovely, lovely human interest story. Isn't that a lovely, lovely, lovely human interest story, ladies and gentlemen? So, let's take some more calls from the viewers. Hello, Irma from Buxton.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Irma, you're through to Professor Frederick Going.
Professor, my son is 4 years old. What advice would you give him should he wish to become a brilliant doctor?
I think I need to tell him to care for people. I mean, really care. If he can do that, the rest will follow. It's simply hard work.
Thank you, Irma. Line 2, Roger from Southend.
Professor, do you think it's fair to experiment on poor defenseless animals the way you...
Thank you, Roger from Southend. Sorry about that, Professor. We sometimes get a few like that. Line 3.
Professor Godwin, you are a shining example to the youth of today with your concern for easing the unhappiness of otherwise childless couples, as I once was myself. Half off.
Do you have a question, caller?
No, I just wanted to say that.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Line 4.
Professor, I'm a very busy man. paper. But I just had to take time to ask you. Are there any exciting new developments in your work? I know you can't go into detail.
My work is regressive.
You're a married man.
Yes,
Is your wife well? I'm sure we'll be hearing great things from you very shortly. You're a wonderfully intelligent man.
Well, and on that very positive note, I'm afraid we must leave it. Ladies and gentlemen, TV star and medical pioneer, Professor Frederick Godwin. Let's hear it for him.
Come on, let's hear it.
You can destroy me and my family. I don't care. I'm above that. I'm above you. I'm a scientist.
You have no principles whatsoever, and I respect you for that. Believe me, nothing will please me more than to remove you from this earth. However, there are things we say that will need your help.
Give you details of my theories and my methods.
And we try to use them. Our best men follow your recipes to the letter, but the souffle always collapses. Quivering, misshapen flesh, gibbering, idiot children whose screams keep the whole institution awake. Why won't it work?
How should I? Such experiment sounds illegal.
Child's play. To you. Help us in our program, Professor. What if the world were to find out what you really get up to? We could put on a show some of the contents of your dustbins, Professor. What if we could?
Life. My fellow scientists will never need proof. You need proof. You have none. They know my work is good. My work is good!
Well, I begin to see it. Professor Frederick Godwin, the scientific genius so far above us mere mortals, he really cares about his reputation. He wants his fellow scientists to slap him on the back and tell him what a clever boy he is. He wants the world to love him. He wants the Nobel Prize. What? I'm a carrot and stick man myself. You would help me in return for the Nobel Prize, now wouldn't you?
You can't buy the Nobel Prize. Some things are beyond your slimy reach. You get me the Nobel Prize, and I'll tell you every secret I know. I'll tell you secrets I don't know. I may even grow wings and fly.
Call me sentimental, but that's good enough for me. Come on, let's hear it.
When I die. But my work is very much alive.
What we're looking for is information of some kind. In that safe, I shouldn't wonder.
Oh, damn, it's an electronic combination. We'll never get in.
Oh, excuse me.
How did you do that?
Well, knowing the professor's personality, there are certain key numbers that are bound to crop up with an increased probability.
Well, you mean his birthday?
No, not his birthday, Michael. See what you can find, I'll take a look round.
There are hundreds of these files, each with a different name on. Hung Kwek Singapore, Daniel Dupont Los Angeles, Irina Roskovsky Moscow.
I'm going to press this button and see what happens.
Don't do that. You're bound to set off an alarm or something.
Zilch.
Aha! Here we are. Elizabeth Vanbrugh and Michael
And
Weiss.
what do you say, ladies first?
Elizabeth Vanbrugh, female Caucasian, the first ever recipient of Gene 1.
Gene 1? What's Gene 1?
Along with Michael Wallace, she constitutes the crucial first experiment.
Experiment?
Michael Wallace, the first ever recipient of Gene 2. Well, this is all pretty weird. Oh, Elizabeth!
Don't move! Oh, God. Don't either of you move a muscle. But you're alive.
No. Yes, it was. You wouldn't hurt me, would you? What kind of life are you living? Here in your cages, away from the light. Who are you? What gives you the right to make monsters?
Here are the answers to some of our questions. What have these monsters to do with ourselves?
Someday soon there'll be an end to your suffering. Any day now, soon, tomorrow, there'll be a reckoning.
How are you getting, you fools? You could have both been killed.
If they'd have wanted to kill us, they would have done. And we'll answer some of your questions when you've answered some of ours.
Yes, and we've got lots more questions now we've read our files.
What was?
Those files.
This is safe. How are you getting there?
Never mind about that, Dr. Williams. What's Gene 1?
Yes, and what's Gene 2?
I think you both better go home now. No! Look, I can have you two locked up for breaking and entering. Now go home. Listen. Trust me. The time is coming when questions will be answered. Soon. Go home.
Come on. Come on.
Yes. Some questions have got to be answered. Soon. When I die, but my work is very much alive. They thrive all around the world. Young people that thrive, they thrive. They die, they knew how my work is so very much alive.
And I have a feeling things are getting weird. Well, we for the working engineers, telling anybody true, sing the chorus beats. Promise!
I promise.
How could I have been so painfully naive? All the time that man had something up his sleeve. I would have let me down. No one will say.
Nobody's going to hurt us. Nothing's getting out of hand. We both had a fright there. We had quite a night there. But this is just a thing we don't yet understand. The professor understands. He will help us understand. I'm sure he will.
Promises will last forever. Promises will last no matter what they say.
What we try to do, you can look to me and I will look to you.
shore. She sits around moping, the kids are not groping, whatever's going on, the house is not a home. It's not good to strange, something's gonna have to change. What's going on?
Promise we should last forever.
Here in the dark.
Promise we should last till things will fall apart. I'm certain once we seem to come, feelings to take the most out of our lives. Oh, you don't know why you're worried. I'm beginning to shake, even in the dark. I'm trying to find something's going wrong, something in the mind.
I just can't believe I was such a... I believe the things he says. He promised me he'd never repeat himself. The experiment was dead. But now I have uncovered 1,000 more. He's gone around the world and made it go. Every one of them a story waiting to break. And wait, only I can feel the ground shake. Got a tense and nervous head. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, don't you take a hit. Now it's him or me, only one of us can win.
Man can change the world, I suppose I always do it. Changing the world's a dirty job, somebody's got to do it. I am about to pour a string, and the puppets dance and the puppets sing. And if the man belongs to me, then that's the way it ought to be. Secret Service like a Bible.
Promise we should last forever. Promise we should last till things will fall apart. But I have done worse because it seems down to me and in the birth of sunshine. Oh, you don't know why you're worried. I'm beginning to shake. I hope it's a dip. Brooding on the path, something's coming in. Promise we should last forever. Here we are watching the television. Here we are watching the news. We must watch but that's our decision. It's better than sitting round arguing, worrying, hoping and praying and waiting and needing, waiting for something to happen.
Professor Frederick Godwin.
Oh look, the professor's on the news.
Professor Frederick Godwin, the controversial test tube getting pioneer.
Singularly, his exclusive loving clinic.
The scenes by report
Laughing uncontrollably.
after the shock announcement of this year's...
No, that was the medicine.
Professor Godwin promised to address the world at a press conference later today.
Don't answer it.
Why ever not? Hey, Professor! We were just watching you on TV. Congratulations. What? Us? At the press conference? Yeah, of course we'll be there, but... No. Thank you, Professor. It's a great honour. Yeah, we'll be there. Right. Get ready, everyone. We're going to be the star attraction of tonight's show.
He wants us there.
Yeah, isn't it great? We'll be on TV.
Well, why us in particular?
Well, he's always liked kids.
Well, there are other kids.
There are other mothers, but only one gorgeous Veronica. Star of stage and screen. Come on, wear your red dress. And we'll see you lot later. Well, this could be it, Elizabeth. The eyes of the world will be upon you. Don't scratch them out.
Michael, maybe we're being a little paranoid.
Maybe.
Maybe we should give the professor a chance to explain, medical research. It's a good cause.
You're right. We'll talk to them after the press conference.
This could be quite fun. We'll be famous.
Perhaps.
One, two. 1, 2.
Is that loud enough? Will I echo to the crack of doom?
This is crazy. You're not well, Professor. You're under a great deal of pressure.
You don't know the half of it, but then again, you never did.
I do know that we have to talk. Not here. It's not too late to cancel this.
It's later than you think, Alex.
Congratulations, Professor.
The Nobel Prize in Water
Then it always showed such promise. Promise?
is a promise. Is a promise? Good. Enjoy your moment of glory. Afterwards, we shall have a good chat. Alone.
Don't do this, Professor. Strain the last few days.
Days? Years! Since creation.
Oh, God.
Let's take the shine off that brown face.
Yeah.
Camera 2, are you getting this 5 minutes or
This
so?
isn't science!
Correct! This is show business. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent. Children, backstage if you please. When I signal, come out and say a few words. And be natural.
There's a strange light shining around. Only go at 9. 10 seconds, Professor.
I think the Professor...
Get out of the way. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Join this fateful moment.
Things to feel bad about things we don't understand. Who knows what could happen if it gets out of hand?
For all you watching, I have a message. Remember today. Remember that today the future came back to bring us closer.
New things to feel bad about, new things to be glad about, new things to feel bad about, too much to be sad about.
I have been informed statements from ex-colleagues of yours who are religious to believe in moral experiment.
He's coming apart. He's down the limb. He's over the edge. If they keep pushing at him,
Can't you understand? Stand still and you're dead. Life looks pretty grim when you're not looking ahead. Old days were the golden days. I say they were bad. Why look to the bad old days? There's one to be had. Tomorrow, this is what my work is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Human happiness.
Well, the way of my fathers, there was really much to say. Thank you very much, Professor, from a great protege.
Thank you very much, Professor. I've got such a lot to say.
Come and get yourselves a story and fly away.
Breaking the law, who's breaking the law? Who's pioneer? I'm feeling it all. Breaking the rules, breaking over the law. You're breaking the rules, you're breaking the law. What's driving you mad about? New things to be glad about. We just let the secret out. We cannot get bored about. New things to be glad about.
You want a story? You want a story for those putrid little rags you laughingly call newspapers? Well, there's your story.
Professor, no!
There they stand, the results of my greatest ever experiment.
No, stop it!
Michael and Elizabeth, or Adam and Eve, the first of a new breed of humans I have created for tomorrow. Elizabeth Vanbrugh, every cell contains gene 1. I put it there. She's brilliant, attractive, unpredictable. I made her that way. Michael Wallace, every cell contains gene 2. I put it there. He's worthy, loyal, he does what you tell him. I made him that way. There's your story, there's your specimens. I can do no more.
No!
No!